Hey, what's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. You should already know who it is by now, man. Yes, it is I, the Honorable, the Great One, A1K, back at it yet again for a story time video. And in this video, I have a very, very special story I want to share with you guys, man. And pretty much the basis behind this story is the reasoning why me, myself, I became such a person who was in love with sales and marketing, more specifically marketing, but in all honesty, sales and marketing go hand in hand. So, with that being said, it started really when I was about 18 or 19 or so. I was fresh out of high school, and honestly, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my career. And I didn't really know how to make money or how money works at the time. So, I was a younger person than I am today, and what I did was I started to get into flipping or reselling, things like that. People sometimes call it retail arbitrage, things like that. But basically, what I would do is I would find items that I could buy, whether it be from a thrift store or a garage sale. Um, you know, even I would even buy items off of uh, websites or sites like DHgate. Um, AliExpress, all these different manufacturing sites where I can go and I can look at products to buy at a discounted price, and then I would buy the products and I would resell them for a profit. This is nothing new, but this is just how I kind of got started with the sales and marketing thing. So at this time, man, what I learned was sales and marketing is a very, very tough job, man. It's a very tough career field to not only get into, but it's very tough to have a longevity and a long-lasting career in this field. You know, because the average, and honestly, the majority of salespeople don't even last. The majority of salespeople, they come into the sales profession, and they try it for a while. They may be successful. They may have a nice little run, but it's very seldom where you see a person who is successful in the sales industry or the marketing industry for that matter for a sustained period of time, and that's for various reasons. It could be just, it could depend on the person, or it could depend on the company the person's working for. Maybe they're not setting the right goals or whatever the case may be, but nonetheless, getting back to my personal story. So I tried reselling and flipping for a while, and it was profitable, but it just wasn't. I wasn't getting the type of income that I desired to get. So after a while, I kind of just went back to the drawing board. I had to just come up with a better blueprint as to how I would be successful in the sales and marketing industry, right? So I started reading different books on sales and marketing. I started taking different courses that I could find on YouTube or whatever website they had them on, and I would just, I just soaked up all the information I could, man. And after a while, certain things just started to click, and I started to just implement certain practices into my, my marketing style and my, my sales, things like that. And what I really realized is that sales and marketing is a constant effort. You know, if you want to be successful in something like this, you have to do this. You have to put a lot of effort in every day. It's not enough to work 5 days a week if you want to be successful in sales and marketing. If you notice the best successful marketers, everybody knows them by name. Everybody knows their face. Everybody knows their product. Everybody knows what they sell, and it didn't get like that overnight, just like that. It took a while. It took a lot of time. It took a lot of strategy, and it took a lot of execution also. It's one thing to have a plan, but then you have to take that plan and you have to execute it in order to get the desired result. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, so having said that, me personally, I started soaking up the game, and I realized that you got to put in, you got to be able to work overtime, and that's like the bare minimum. Like if you're not working at least, I want to say at least 50 hours a week on whatever marketing campaign, on whatever, you know, sales script you're trying to write, you know, whatever the case may be. If you're not working at least 50 hours a week, you may have some trouble. You know, you may start to suffer a little bit financially, because, you know, the best salespeople out there are the people who can make things happen just like that. You know, and if you're not getting any sales, you have to figure out what you could do to fix that issue, because what you can't do is go on for a prolonged period of time without getting any sales. Okay, and you know, it's really not about the sales, because I'm sorry, I take that back. It is about the sales, but it's really not about the marketing so much, because marketing is pretty easy once you have a good product. Or if you have a good product, marketing is very simple, you know. You got to just put the product in the customer's face, or put it somewhere where people will see it. And you know, if the right call to action is there, and you know, presentation is right, more times than not, they'll probably buy it, you know. At some point, even if it's not right away. But the point of marketing is not always to get the person to buy whatever you're selling right that very moment. The purpose of marketing is to get that person to understand and to know what you're selling, so that when the time comes when they do decide they want to purchase whatever it is that you're selling, you'll be that first person in their mind. You know, you'll be at front of mind. So I learned all these things, and I started picking up little by little, just, you know, certain things that I wasn't doing, and I started to tweak my, you know, my regimen. And you know, I'm still working at it to this very day. You know, I'm still working at it. You know, I'm still trying to improve my marketing, and I'm still trying to improve, you know, my sales skills and things like that. And you know, more importantly than anything, you know, the true reason why I fell in love with sales, because you have to be in love with what you're doing, especially if you want to get involved in sales, because, you know, you're gonna get rejected no matter what. You know, when you're out there prospecting, when you're out there, you know, doing what you need to do to keep that sales funnel filled with, you know, new prospects, you're gonna go through some rejection, and it's not gonna be fun. No one likes to get rejected. You know, it's never fun to get rejected, but it's really something you gotta just push through. You gotta just get over it, you know. And then the great thing that happens, you know, once you finally get over that rejection or that fear of rejection, it doesn't matter how many people deny you, because you know it's only temporary. And you realize it's only temporary, because just because this person denies you, all that does is it saves you time, so that you can get to the next person who won't deny you. You see what I'm saying? So if you're a salesperson, or you're someone who's involved with sales, you know, next time somebody doesn't want to buy whatever it is you're selling, just remember that it's not your job to make them want to buy it. It's your job to find somebody who does want to buy it. Okay? So just stick to your job and take care of your business, and everything else is going to work its way out eventually. You know, that's just, if you just stick to it, it's got to work its way out eventually, you know. And just stick to the script, stick to the plan, you know, stick to the guidelines and regulations. And eventually you're going to start generating some sales if you do what you're supposed to do the right way. Okay? There's only one way to do it, and that's the right way. Okay? So keep that in mind. You know, I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Just a little quick message. You know, I want to make sure you guys like the video. If you have not already, hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscription button, because I don't want you to miss any of this content. All right, man. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. I want you guys to be safe. Take care of yourself. Remember that self-love is the best love. And I'm out.